What's up, guys? D-Rock1992 here. For this next video and for my next Star Wars review, I am going to be reviewing the next Star Wars movie. The first movie that came out in the new trilogy that plays off the original trilogy of Star Wars. I'm going to be reviewing Star Wars The Force Awakens, or Star Wars Episode 7. This movie was very anticipated coming out. And what started this whole process was the fact that Lucasfilms, owned by George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, was sold to Disney. George Lucas sold Lucasfilms to Disney. And Disney then came up with a lot of ideas about their Star Wars universe, coming out with different movies and all that sort of thing. So, and I think George Lucas sold Lucasfilms because, I mean, the prequels, there are people who love the prequels and who like them a lot, but there were other people that did not like them at all. And they don't hold a candle to the original trilogy. That is for certain right there. But yeah, I mean, Disney, this was a brilliant move by Lucas. Disney now has great ideas about the Star Wars universe, starting with Star Wars The Force Awakens. So Star Wars The Force Awakens is set 30 years after Return of the Jedi. And you're getting a new Force, the First Order, which is an offshoot of the Galactic Empire. The First Order is coming into orbit and is coming into consciousness. And they are trying to eliminate Luke Skywalker and the Republic. So Luke Skywalker, he is nowhere to be found. He's missing. They're trying to find him. They're also trying to... the Rebels are also trying to find... The Republic is also trying to find Luke. Now you have new characters in this movie. You have Finn, who is a rejected stormtrooper. He was a former First Order stormtrooper turned good guy. You have Rey, who's a scavenger, who's a poor scavenger who suddenly gets thrust with great responsibility. Poe Dameron, who's a resistance pilot in the Force, he doesn't play as big a role as Poe and Finn play, but as Rey and Finn play, but Poe has a pretty important role, a smaller role. You have BB-8, which is kind of an offshoot of R2-D2, sort of. And then you have the new villain, Kylo Ren, who is an imposing villain, but also a villain who is very vulnerable. He's got a softer side to him and whatnot. A lot of your older characters return. Harrison Ford returns 30 years later as Han Solo. And he's better than ever. I mean, he just went right back into the role of Han Solo and crushed it. Mark Hamill comes in as Luke Skywalker. The role, all I'm going to say is that Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, the role is not very big at all. And trust me when I say, this role is not very big at all. But it's important. But it's a very important role. Carrie Fisher plays General Leia Organa. She has a small role in this movie, but a good role. Adam Driver, a new actor named Adam Driver, plays Kylo Ren. And I have to say, Kylo Ren and Han Solo are the two best characters in this movie. They are. Kylo Ren is just a good villain, a good, imposing villain. almost the same as Darth Vader, honestly. He's as good as Darth Vader for sure, for my opinion, and all that. Daisy Ridley plays Rey, who's the scavenger, as I said before, and Daisy Ridley just crushes it. She's so good as Rey. John Boyega, so good as Finn, the reformed First Order stormtrooper. Oscar Isaac plays Poe Dameron, and he does a good job in this movie. Andy Serkis plays Supreme Leader Snoke. Very good. Very good in the film. And then Anthony Daniels plays C-3PO. Peter Mayhew plays Chewbacca. They return from the original trilogy. And surprisingly enough, there's a big cameo in this movie. Daniel Craig, James Bond himself, Daniel Craig, cameos in this movie as a stormtrooper. You never see his helmet come off, but he does play a stormtrooper. So those are pretty much the main characters in Episode 7. And I gotta say, I loved this movie. Loved this movie. It was so amazing. So, I mean, yeah, it was incredible. An incredible movie. There's a huge death that I did not see coming. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, the people who have not seen Episode 7 yet. But, man, what a spoiler. I mean, what an event in the film. The battles between the Galactic Empire or the First Order and the Rebels are very good. The characterizations of Kylo Ren and Han Solo were very good. This is an easy 5 out of 5 stars for me. This movie, I've only seen about 10, 11 or 12 2015 movies. Star Wars The Force Awakens is right at the top of my list of best 2015 movies. This was such a dynamic movie, a great return to form for the Star Wars franchise. For all those people who, thought that the prequels were not very good, they were expecting this movie to be gold, and it was everything like that. It was gold. And this movie made just $247 million at the box office opening weekend. Incredible. People came in droves to see it. When I saw it, actually, we were going to go I saw it with my father and a few friends, and we were actually going to go to a 250 showing, but it was all sold out. That tells you that this movie, heavily anticipated, and just unbelievable. And, this movie broke box office records, 95%, I believe, on Rotten Tomatoes, so I think it's the highest rated Star Wars movie. It is my favorite Star Wars movie in the entire Star Wars movie universe. It is, absolutely. My least favorite being Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. So, it is an easy 5 out of 5 stars for me. Great moments in this film. This is an awesome film. I implore you to go see it in the movies. To go see it in theaters. Go see this movie if you have not seen it. Awesome film. I can't say enough good things about it. And we're going to get more Star Wars episodes in the future. The next Star Wars movie that's coming out is coming out this year, and it's called Star Wars Rogue One. What that is it is set before Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. I'll talk more about that in my 2016 anticipated movies video, which I'll be doing very soon. Then you're going to have Episode 8 in 2017. In 2018, you're going to get an untitled Han Solo anthology film and an anthology film about Boba Fett, I believe. And you're going to get Episode 9 in 2019. So it is going to be huge for Star Wars coming up. That is for sure. That is it for this video on my review of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. D-Rock 1992 out.